Live. All right, we're here, Jack. Game's on. You got the game on?
I do have the game on.
We are here on Zoom. Watch, I'm gonna put the Zoom on here. Hey, got the Zoom people here on. Unfortunately for the Zoom people, I can't hear you right now just because I got to hear Jack's lovely voice over you guys. I apologize. I got to send the link out to the folks, I guess, huh? Let's share this out here. Looks like we're starting with the 3-4-3, Jack, to Debo, Nastasic, and Ceane in the back. What do you think about that start there?
I think that's what we kind of figured. I doubted that with the absence of Kabak that Wagner was going to go with just the back four. So I'm not shocked by that. Dude, this is so weird without the fans in the stadium. Holy shit.
It is. It is.
This is so strange to listen to.
While you do that, I'm going to tweet out the link.
There we go.
Copy Schalke here. Oh, what the heck did I just do? Give me a second. I should be able to see the live chat in on the page. Do you see it?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. On our stream here?
Yep. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we are on. We're on and live. This is definitely like a practice session. I mean, I fully expect there to be lots of mistakes in this game. There's no way that anyone is match fit, honestly. Here we go. Oof. So did you hear that Gio was supposed to start the match? I guess he picked up an injury prior or during warmups, and he had to come out. And with all the talent that they have, they just bring on Hazard.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have that much depth for sure. I did not hear that Gio Reyna was not playing. That's highly. Oh God.
Yeah.
Holland.
The one guy I need to cover. Just put a shadow on him. Look at he's going through, guys.
So I had to exit out of the Zoom call for a minute because.
No worries. So in the background, you probably can still hear the Zoom. I try to zoom, minimize the volume as much as I could, but my phone does what it wants, apparently. Normally in these situations, I'd be drinking a beer, but it's a little too early for me to drink a beer, so I'll just have a sparkling water here. Do you have a bird? The Dortmund fan that just jumped into our feed here. What the heck? Oh, it's a foul. There we go. Here we go. Free kick. What do you think? Caligiuri, Rahman? Two likely candidates there, Jack? I don't know if you guys can hear me in the Zoom call. We are live on YouTube. We just tweeted out the link on Twitter, so give it a follow if you want. Who's this? Here we go, Caligiuri. Caligiuri and the Chipka, Jack.
And he's got a track record of knocking these in the derby.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Oh, blocked. At least we got the ball back, right? Didn't lead to a counter the other way. I don't know about you, but you gotta love the comments from Weston McKinney prior to the game. He was saying, He's ready to jump in there, crack some heads. Ooh, come on, stay there. God, it's so weird. No, see nobody in the crowd, Jack. The guy who I said was a Dortmund fan, he says, I'm not a Dortmund fan. I'm just a scout responsible for scouting Erling Haaland being at the club.
All right.
I was like, if that's the case, come join Schalke and help us out there with some scouting too. Not that we're not doing bad ourselves, but
I cannot get over this atmosphere. I knew
it's odd, isn't it?
I knew this was going to happen, and I was prepared for it, and it's so eerie. I cannot stand it. And it's so much more chaotic too, because you're just hearing all the people talking all the time, which you normally can't hear any of that on a broadcast, or very little of that, I should say, on a broadcast.
Oh, I kind of like that actually. Is that you get to hear what the players is talking about and what kind of communication there is, but that is odd. I mean, you never hear it, especially in Dortmund or in Gelsenkirchen. It's just so loud in those atmospheres that you never even hear a pipe of what coming down the field.
Richard, did you tweet out this link to the stream?
I did. I will send out another one.
No, it's all good. I'm just trying to find it because I'm going to send it to some people.
It's on our profile.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna pin it here, maybe.
Cool.
See if I can hide my video real quick.
All right, I've been trying to adjust technology for the past 10 minutes, and I can finally watch the game.
Here we go. We have to answer all the questions for the Zoom call there, so. I fully expect, since Katuchu did not start, that we're going to hear Bonnie say free Katuchu at some point in this match.
I hope so, man. I really hope so. Friend of the podcast, Phil Bonnie.
That's right. All right. Get my video back on.
Hey, Gary, be ready for an email.
I can see, I guess, Deutsche Welle is over at the Schalke fan club in New York, watching on the Zoom there.
Oh, nice.
All right, free kick is in. Going back door. Goal kick. Nice. We were talking about this last podcast, how, at least I was saying, I fully expect a big man to be in the starting lineup, and we didn't get one. Ramon's leading the line.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think based on the performances right before that hiatus, we weren't too hot on Gregorich's recent games, and Bergstauer's Bergstauer at this point. So
yeah,
I'm totally fine with going small. It had to be Dennis Eitekin, didn't it? Of all people that we did in this game, it's going to be.
VAR says penalty.
Yeah, here comes the handball call. I guarantee it. Unbelievable. I hate this guy.
Oh, let's see if I can get this live tracker going here. Okay, good. We got away with one, Jack. You never know with Eitekin.
I am, yeah, I feel like our track record with him for the most part has been pretty brutal. So yeah. I'm always concerned when I see him with the whistle for a Schalke match.
Apologize. We're trying to do no handball, Doug. I'll show the message here real quick. Doug's asking if it was a handball. It was not. That's not the one I was looking for. Doug Jackson's asking if it was a handball. It was not. But with this referee we've talked about, he has a history of making calls against Schalke, and so we're surprised it wasn't a handball, just because he would have pulled something out of the air, right, Jack?
Yeah, well, he's a part-time like electronic music DJ, and I wish he would just do that full-time instead of showing up at football pitches
let me clear
on
it out.
weekends in Germany.
All right, Dortmund's starting to get control of this game here. We need to take over possession here.
Hummels looks so slow right now.
Right now?
Yeah, just
He's always slow.
I mean, like particularly, like even more so. I'm surprised that Matondo didn't get an opportunity today over like Caligiuri.
Yeah,
potentially.
I agree.
I mean, Caligiuri's got the experience and he's got a good track record in these things, so I understand putting him in there in this kind of high-profile fixture. But I don't know, man. Like, I mean, that's the strategy we used for the Hinrunde edition of the Revierderby, and it didn't work because Matondo, unfortunately, didn't take advantage of the chances that he had. But I mean, he had chances in that match because they couldn't cope with his pace.
Right. I got the live tracker going on right now, sharing that with everybody. You should look at Edan Zagrova, right midfielder from Arvin Apia or Alexis McAllister, all 19 years old. I think
Apia is the only person I know of those three.
Same here.
I love it too.
And I think it's funny. I read something today. I guess ESPN put something out where they were saying the $100 million deals or 100 million euro deals we're seeing is probably going to go away. Obviously, right now because the funds are tight, and so you're going to see a lot more attraction in youth players or younger players. So, which is probably the way it should go. Most of the clubs, Real Madrids of the world are obviously going to probably still spend that money, but
yeah, I feel like Dortmund's starting to kind of dominate the midfield a little bit right now. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah.
I have like the full early morning voice in effect right now. I'm super gravelly.
Nice. You got the little Barry White thing going on.
Yeah, it's gonna take me
I got the Betty White thing going on, so it's all right.
Warm up right now.
Once again, for those who are following us on YouTube, we are on a Zoom call with Schalke. You can barely see it, but SchalkeMerica is all over the U.S., huh, Jack? What's up?
I should join that Zoom call on my phone. I couldn't. I was having issues getting.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing.
My YouTube TV stream going at the same time because I think it's.
Oh shoot.
One of the people, whoever's hosting that, is like hosting the stream as well, and it was causing like lag issues for me. But
yeah, I am. I'm doing it on my phone just because I got the stream going on.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Just gonna turn off my phone volume.
There you go.
Yeah, man, I see Dieter in there.
Yeah. You got Glenn's in there. You got Eric, obviously. Steven. Let's see who else. Schalke Fan Club New York. You got Yassine. You got Matt. You got Mike. Kevin. Hey, I'm in there. Hey, Jack's here in there too.
Yeah, I just joined right now.
Gary, Charles. Lots of people are on the Zoom call right now.
Excellent. All right. I think I'm in.
All right, here comes the ball down the left-hand side. We're very compact in the middle, which is good. I think why we went with that 3-4-3 is just to get more bodies in the middle there, and I fully expect the two guys up top to help out in the midfield as well to make it 6.
I wonder how we would have lined up if we had Mascarell fit. Ooh, that's nice footwork from Serdar.
Yeah, that's a good call. And I guess it puts McKennie in that number 6 role, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Coming left hand side. Chipka. He should have gave it to McKennie. He had two guys in front of him blocking him, and tried to thread a ball between two Dortmund players, and he had a wide open McKennie. I mean, come on, just keep the possession. But Chipka's usually better than that too. Oh, a little too high for John Joe Kenny. Or as Marie calls him, Johnny. What are we currently? How many points are we? 12 points behind them currently in the table.
At least because we're 10 behind Leverkusen, right? In fifth.
Yeah.
I have to check a second.
And I think they're 1 point behind Gladbach, I think. And then it's really tight up top.
No, it's 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry, get that.
Things really got out of hand for us quickly in the recording.
There we go. Yeah, it did. It did.
We were on a good pace, and then
I mean, it started out great against Gladbach. A nice 2-0 victory. It looked like what we could do the rest of the season, and then
I was
disappointing.
Very excited about that, and then it seemed to be a little bit of a false dawn.
Doug says Weston is looking a little rusty today, and I fully expect a lot of players to be rusty. It's been a couple months since they've played any actual games, you know.
Doesn't Weston look rusty like all the time?
Except for the last 2 games, he looked pretty good those games.
I mean, that's true, but but Doug, that's as Richard just said. I would imagine that's going to be the case for a lot of people for at least a couple weeks. I mean, the level of training these guys have been in recently, you would imagine is not what they would typically be doing during the course of a season normally. Yeah. So just in terms of fitness, in terms of chemistry, a lot of things, it's going to take them a little bit, I'm sure, to get back into the flow of things. It'll be interesting to see how many subs actually get used today because they have those 5 substitutes. I wonder if both coaches cleared the benches or if they actually
Wagner 5 substitutions in the 90th minute, right?
Yeah, right. After the 85th.
After 85th.
1 every minute.
Wasting time.
Yeah.
Well, if we're up 3-0 or 2-0, I'll take that. Yeah.
Are we synced up right now in terms of our streams? What minute mark are you in the game?
In the game, I'm 20th minute, 2010, 2011, 2012. Okay, cool. Let's see what it looks like in the actual stream. Actually, I was not going to say because we're not showing the game.
It looks like that sports radar thing is slightly ahead of us, but
okay. Yep, danger tech for Schalke.
Like 30 seconds. This is uncharted territory for us, for all the viewers out there. This is the first time we tried to live stream during a match, so
yeah.
It's a little bit of a learning curve.
Trying to see if the stream is still going well on YouTube.
What is that from Serdar?
He's rusty.
But like, damn. Josh, Corona party. Oh man. I did enjoy all the stories of like players that were like posting like stay home messages on their Instagram, and then they get caught by like paparazzi, like just visiting people all the time. Pretty funny.
Someone asked us to show the game, and I'm saying, Bundesliga they're like hawks. They watch everything and they block you immediately. I literally tested out a minute worthy of Bundesliga game just to see if this would work, and they blocked that. And I had that private, so come on. Try during testing. There we go. Corona party.
Everyone keep an eye out for Phil Bonney, the play-by-play commentator.
Oh,
I know. That's why I stopped talking. I saw that and I was like, everyone keep an eye out for Phil Bonney mentioning the hashtag Freakitucci movement. Hopefully sometime in the second half. And if you hear him say that, try to get like a video of your TV screen and tweet it out with the hashtag Freakitucci. But yeah, Richard, to your point, there's that goal that Harit scored. I think it was it the Mainz game? That curler outside of the foot? Yeah, where he bailed us out. I posted like a GIF of that and got like a copyright strike within 24 hours. I mean, the Bundesliga, they don't play around with that kind of stuff. It's unfortunate because, I mean, I feel like posting
it's helping the league. It's helping the league.
A 3-second GIF of something is not a substitute for the actual like broadcast. It's not like an actual like alternative. So I don't see how it's like affecting the Bundesliga's like profitability of their brand. If anything, it's helping them. It's not like my 3-second GIF of Amina Arid is not a market alternative for your entire game broadcast. I don't understand why that's threatening to your business model. Ooh. Oh my God.
Oh,
Colin, man.
It's getting. What I was gonna say is, and I forgot what I was gonna say because that Erling brought Haaland opportunity just too close. I don't know, what were we talking about?
Now we got somebody spamming match links.
That's funny. Full match. I mean, the one guy we should definitely cover in this game should be Erling Haaland, right? You would think, and he's got two decent chances so far. Luckily, both resulted in nothing. But
what's your ideal scenario for this match? Mine would be that it's 1-1 in stoppage time. Schubert comes up, scores the winner.
Oh, the layman.
And just sprints to the bench and just like yells at Nubel.
This is mine.
And then Konoplyanka comes in the stadium on a jetpack and picks up Schubert and carries him away.
That's a lofty goal there.
Right on Ethan's door.
Yeah, I like to see it like tied 0-0 or 1-1 or something like that, and then Katucci comes on, gets the game winner, and then we see him start the rest of the season.
8 a.m. on a Saturday. Let's call my phone. Decline that.
There we go. I covered it. I exposed my right ear just so I can hear Phil a little bit better in case he does drop that free Katuchu. There we go. McKennie, a turnover. So did you see McKennie and Kevin Garnett there sharing some love with each other yesterday?
Hey, man, anything is possible with Kevin Garnett. There's Caligiuri. Let's go. Oh, man.
Oh, what an opportunity. They're so close.
He didn't score there because he didn't get it on his left foot. That's his spot, man. That
1
right
foot wonder.
Foot, yeah,
Who was that? Who's is that Akimi? Or I mean, who's that defender? 16. Keep giving him the ball.
Was it Akanji and Hummels?
It wasn't Hummels.
Oh, Delaney. There you go.
You see Tadebo's comments today. I think it was today or yesterday, saying he hopes to stay, Gelsenkirchen for a long period of time, and hopefully that'll help persuade Barcelona to give us an extension on the loan or something.
Yeah, well, I hope that somebody decides to give Schalke, $30 million, and then maybe that can happen.
That's right. There we go.
Josh, what's up, dog? Where are you located in the world? If Josh is still watching this stream, which I'm not sure he is.
Josh is.
Hello.
What's that?
We somebody just said hello to us.
Oh, hello, CN1FE. I mean, our esports league of legends team is worth 25 million, so we sell it and buy Todibo. I love that shout, CN1FE.
And we can just have Bujalab restart the esports team because he's like a FIFA god, right? After he won 8-0 on. Who did he do that to? Was that Hakimi did that too?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Surprised he didn't get to start because of that. We should invest in our esports league and get us the money enough to buy Todibo. C knife. Oh, C knife. I got it.
Oh, I see. And there we go.
Oh, fudge. Hey, guess who scored?
Well, I think we all kind of knew that was probably going to happen at some point. There's the Haaland goal. Shit.
I blame Ceane for that because I was busy chatting with him. Or them, huh? Let's see what happened here.
I mean, there's no midfield.
No.
I mean, Haaland shouldn't be able to split Sané and Todibo that easily.
No.
But like Serdar and McKennie are just like they got bypassed on that so quickly.
I mean, the one guy you got to have someone on him like butter, and
if you're not gonna press, then you need to be behind the ball at least.
Well, we kind of knew this was going to come, right? So can't be too expected. But
all right, it's Katuchu time. We got to see their Haaland and raise them a Katuchu.
That's right. Double up on Katuchu, right? Now that play, Schubert's not at fault at all. It's more the midfielders and I guess Sané for not getting that ball, but mostly the midfield. Serdar and Weston McKennie there.
C knife. What kind of what language is that? Is that Portuguese?
That was a foul. And Hazard was shot. C knife is from Serbia. Ah, right on, man. Right on. How's the stream on YouTube? Is it lagging at all, or is it going pretty smooth? We can't see it from where we're on. We need to get some chances here. It's too reminiscent of how we ended the before the hiatus here. We need to get some more opportunities here. Dortmund are not like the best defensive team at all by any stretch. We're probably comparable to them defensively, giving up just as many opportunities. So we need to really step it up and put it on their back four. We obviously saw the turnover that their defender had that nearly resulted in a Caligiuri goal. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, C knife. Oh, come on.
It's just frustrating sometimes when you look at like some of the quality players that Dortmund has. Like, yeah. I mean, like
or Bayern or
it's just but like Torgan Hazard, Julian Brandt, Haaland. These guys walk into a Schalke squad instantly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come on, hurry. Do something.
Come on, McKenny.
Over the top to Kenny.
And he just
Come on.
skies it. This is not ideal. This game is going by so quickly. It's already the 30th minute.
I know it's crazy. Well, there's no. Yeah, it is. I think was that Berkseller behind the goal. Is be like, oh fuck. Pardon my French here on the live stream.
But I mean, seriously, that is a straight run from Holland, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
It's right down the middle, and he splits two center backs who are supposed to be of high caliber. It's just.
And granted, Sané was on the other side of him, so you probably couldn't see him. But still, you had to know he was back there. Where's Todibo? Where are the midfielders to help out? Yeah. He should not get a clean run like that. If anything, get in his way, make him go around you.
No, you gotta give him credit though. That's what he does. He gets into the areas all the time. I mean, he makes those runs consistently. He commits to them, and that's why he has the success he does. Is because he puts himself in those situations.
As we've seen this derby many times before, a little bit of luck and just change momentum real quickly. So that's what we need at this moment because it's all Dortmund at the moment.
Yeah, Ceane, I don't necessarily disagree. That's why I was upset when I heard that Mascara wasn't going to be available because he had been very consistent for us at the base of that midfield. And he was for a period of time there. He was kind of like one of the first names on the team sheet.
Doug is saying he's going to need a beer soon if these bad passes continue. Yeah, I guess it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? We can. We're technically on Gelsenkirchen time.
Schalke and hospital passes. What's new?
Can you back in the middle for Hazard or?
There you go. That's a good ball.
There it is.
It's a terrible first touch. Damn. Man.
It looks like a Dortmund training session at this moment. We need to come on, get his passion up. I'm curious what David Wagner's halftime speech is going to be. I mean, we're still 10 minutes away. It's a lot of football in between then, but Todibo playing the midfield now. Trying to go through 4 players.
Well, that would be interesting.
I think we agree with C-Knife here, saying he's cried more because of Schalke than anything else. And yeah, it's a heart attack and Vine watching Schalke because every match is just down to the last minute, Jack. And it's never easy, is it?
C-Knife, I'm also a Bears fan and a Cubs fan. So
I'm a Redskins fan. So there you go.
Yeah, so I'm just like extremely masochistic with all of the sports franchises that I support. They cause me a lot of pain. And Todibo just gets smoked.
Yeah, oh, come on. Both Chipka and Todibo. Oh,
horrible finish. Who was that?
It wasn't Haaland, I'll tell you that. If it was Haaland, I would have been in the back of the net.
Do you remember when he scored that like half volley on us in the 4-4?
Goodness, yeah. He says we're always the underdogs. That's what is interesting. That's true. Even against the lower end table teams. Uh-oh. Hopefully this injury isn't too serious. I think he just realized he got burned. He's just trying to milk it a little bit.
Didn't he just give the change signal with his hands?
Yeah, he did. Actually, he did. Doug says Free Katucci won't help if the first touches aren't solid. Yeah, but he's got a decent first touch, though. He can take it all himself, maybe.
Yeah, man, 1v11. He's got this.
Yeah. I mean, Todibo tries to do it too, right? 6 shots to 2. I mean, it's very symptomatic.
It's just classic, though. Like, we just have almost no possession in the final third.
Yeah.
We just can't.
As soon as we cross that midline, we just turn it over immediately.
Daoud with short hair is so weird to look at.
It is. I was like, who's that? Like, oh, that's Daoud. I'm so used to him with the longer hair, a little bit longer hair.
Dude, C-Knife is down with the movement, and I
love it. The movement is strong. I should take my shirt off and show Freakatuchu on the Zoom call. I got a Freakatuchu shirt. That was Steve, I think.
I didn't know you had a SchalkeMerica shirt as well, man. We gotta get that merch going. I don't have any of this.
Yeah. We're gonna start getting this going. Actually, here's a cool story. The Tottenham podcast, they reached out to me and they're like, dude, he saw my shirt during the Sky Bet interview, and he says, hey man, I got a podcast T-shirt. I'll trade you for yours. I'm like, done deal. Spread the movement.
Love that.
Has a little Freakatuchu on the back too, so he can spread the movement as well. There you go. I don't know if my size will fit him, but
I sincerely hope that Wagner just goes to a back four rather than trying to put another center back on, or somebody who can do that. Unless he's going to move McKennie back and then put another midfielder on. If he puts like Matano in and moves McKennie back. This is what I was worried about, man. You wonder what the durability is going to be because of the fitness of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, thank goodness for the five
injury prone than normal. Yeah, CNI full C.
Yeah, it's a tough call. We don't want him on the pitch if he's gonna hurt the team for sure. And we have McKennie who can play, in the defense. Not ideal.
There you go, McKennie. Low key, the last 10 minutes, McKennie's been one of the more composed people. I feel like.
I think he just nerves in the beginning of the game. Here we go, Harit. Come on, do something.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, dude, Harit, you're literally looking straight down the Dortmund line. Like, why are you offside there?
That drives me crazy when players do that. When they're literally looking down the line and still are offside.
Dortmund players behind him that he can't see. He's looking down the entire back. Come on.
He's looking at the linesman too.
That's pure Bergstaller nonsense right there from Harit.
Ceane brought up a good point. He said that there isn't a Royce or Aubameyang, so to get a red card, that is true.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think's the wild card in terms of like aggression in this game? If we tie it up and Dortmund starts getting antsy,
not Haaland.
Hazard.
Hazard, yeah, Hazard has a history. Or one of the defenders maybe.
Look at that. That's better for McKennie right there.
There we go. Come on, sit there.
He's starting to be the link-up man in midfield.
It's a wide. Yep. Chip goes wide left.
Theodore has been terrible all game. What is that? he has a man to his left for like 5 seconds that he doesn't play, and then he dribbles himself into trouble. God, Sitter needs to wake up.
Hakimi is just tearing us up right now. Good block. Good Chipka.
Damn.
Or the sausage. I'm with Doug. I might need to get a beer here soon.
If I had any Velton's Pilsner in the house, I probably would, but I don't have anything on brand. I just got like a 12-pack of Tecate Light.
Hey guys, is it too early for a beer? That's a Zoom call. It's too early for a beer. They're like, no, go for it.
Oh, that's a hell of a strike from Daoud.
Ooh. What a stop by was that Sane with the block?
Gotta respect that. Beautiful contact.
To the face.
Look at this.
It was very technically done. Right off the face.
Yeah, that's got
your face. C9 was like, holy.
Dude, Ethan sent out a tweet 40 minutes ago. The same thing. He said, Aitekin as the ref, for fuck's sake. He knows. Ethan knows what's up. Damn. Freiburg's got the lead on Leipzig. Love to see that.
Good.
Not necessarily for us, but like,
yeah,
in general.
I'd be on board if Freiburg somehow pulled a miracle and won the league this year. No Dortmund, no Bayern, no Leipzig. It's impossible. 9 games left.
This is weird. Obligated to cheer for Dortmund.
What's that?
I'm looking at the tweet, and somebody said, as a U.S. men's national team fan, I think we are now morally obligated to cheer for Dortmund. Thanks for Pulisic, and now thanks for Reyna, who's not even on the field, but McKennie is. Okay. Interesting.
Let him know, Jack.
And then, of course, all the people in the comments being like, what about McKennie, as they spell McKennie's name incorrectly. No one can spell McKennie's name. It's frustrating.
Haaland has as many shots as Schalke at the moment. It does. It is.
So was Reyna scratched from the entire match day squad, or did he just get moved to the bench because of an injury and is eligible to come on? I don't know how that works. If somebody's slated to be in the starting lineup, can you take them out without taking them
I think
out?
if it's injury, I don't know. Good call. Good question. Ooh.
That's a dive. A dive. I think that's a dive.
Yeah, I think I said
He's
it.
lucky to not get a yellow.
Watch your words, Harit. Watch your words, Harit. Don't need a yellow.
I'd have to see a replay, but I don't think that was a foul.
Yeah.
He was looking for that. Let's see. Here's a good look at it. There's not a lot of dude. That's a flop.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I don't like about Harit is like he's slippery enough to draw fouls like legitimately, and we've seen
Without
him
that
time and time again. You don't need to be doing that. I just don't like it when players in the kit of the team I support do that.
Rahman with a bad first touch. Everyone's got a bad first touch right now, and I guess it's understandable being first game back, but
but Dortmund's first touch isn't this bad.
Yeah, Haaland's first touch is in the back of the net.
Yeah, right.
I can see the Deutsche Welle camera crew moving around there in the New York fan club there. All right, let's see how many minutes we get before halftime. That's a terrible turnover, Schubert.
The Doug Jackson that we have in the chat right now, is that – oh, my God. How do we let the scrub Guerrero consistently score against us? Right before halftime, too. This is like the fucking Bayern game, right?
Yeah. I was literally just saying how much time before halftime, and boom, that goal happens. That was all Schubert on that. Look at that. Just turn right over.
Look at Tadibo. Dude, take Tadibo out of halftime.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Sorry, what were you saying about Doug?
No, I was wondering if the Doug Jackson in the chat is Doug J2 on Twitter.
I think it is. I mean, it makes sense, right? Doug J.
I'm assuming it is, but I actually realized I don't know Doug's last name. So,
hey, Doug, are you Doug J2 on Twitter? Just ask him right here.
Yeah, I forget what it was. What's up, man?
Oh, right on. What's up, man?
You can tell that I'm not really awake yet from how long it took me to realize that. I didn't make that connection for like 40 minutes.
It is an hour earlier for you than it is for me. So I ended up kicking the wife and kid out of the house so I can watch the game.
They going for a hike or something?
Yeah, I went to go look for horses. There's a local horse farm not too far from us. We went last week, and then all of them were in the stable, whatever. And we're at halftime.
All right.
Yeah, interesting first half for Dortmund. I fully expect Tadibo to get off the pitch coming in the second half. We need an injection of something. I mean, the obvious one is for us is Gattuso, but any kind of spark that I think we need something because not many guys are really into the game at the moment.
I mean, so who do we have available? What's our bench look like right now? We have We got Gattuso on the bench. Give me a second.
Let's see if I can pull it up right now.
All right. So we got Berge, Gregoritsch, Schupf, Nubel, Becker, Matano, Miranda, Gattuso, Mercan.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
All right. So, do you need a refill or anything at halftime? I think I just leave this tracker up while we go do whatever we need. We got to do some stuff for Deutsche Welle, don't we?
I haven't done anything for that yet, so that might be all you. I'm gonna go grab some coffee. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the tracker up here. So we'll be back, folks. It's our halftime break. We got some things to do. We'll be right back. We'll leave the tracker up here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back, folks. Oh shit! Did I not plug it in?
ShipStation, the #1 choice of online sellers. Go to ShipStation.com/try and get 2 months free. Today's match is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. That hurts Hertha so much. Union Berlin victorious in the Berlin Derby. But now they meet again. It's crunch time on their home pitch. You can feel it. You can sense it. You can almost smell it. Derby time. Hertha Berlin versus 1. FC Union Berlin. What exactly is social distancing? Social distancing. It's more social distancing. Get back to social distancing. The term for social distancing, it's immediate. Like, keep your distance from others 6 feet. That's how far the CDC says you should stay apart from people. You should have as little contact without Bundesliga season, where teams always meet twice. They have not forgotten. It's not been Lions Day. 5-star Frankfurt put Bayern to the sword. They are still celebrating. They want revenge. Time and time again, Bayern find a way to win. Time to settle this. FC Bayern München versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Reliability is everything. So if your network's down, you're down. Verizon knows your customers need to reach you seamlessly. Your team needs to work from different places across many devices. Plus, you want the security trusted by some of the largest companies in the world. And that's why you trust us, the most reliable network in America. At some point in their life, 52% of all men will experience erectile dysfunction. But most of them never get treated. Now there's Roman, the digital health clinic for men. With Roman, you can get genuine medication prescribed by a U.S. licensed physician, all from the comfort of your home. If medication is right for you, Roman delivers it with free 2-day shipping in discreet packaging. Get started with free online visit today at GetRoman.com/TV. Roman, let's take care of it. The fighting spirit is one we all share. Amanda Nunes wears hers with pride. For standing up for herself against the doubters, to be the only woman in the MMA trade. Since 1925, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from, it matters what you're made of. Modelo, the official beer of UFC. Listen up. Here's how you make it to the end of the day. Don't worry about the things you can't do anything about. You focus on one task at a time.
911, what's your emergency? Read our first line of defense.
If you wish to get the service 911 this season, you can watch it now. 911, Mondays on Fox. Watch anytime on Fox Network. Millions of fans agree. Duncanville is so strap in for the non-stop comedy.
Hang on, Dougie, Mama's gonna tase us thunder. When was the last time you saw a movie?
Amy Poehler, Ty Burrell, Rashida Jones, and Wiz Khalifa. You're not here to see a magician, but the school board is making our budget disappear. That's clever. That boy a word magician. Duncanville, Sundays or watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu. Follow your instinct. He is a predator. Be greedy, feisty, and hungry for success. An unstoppable drive. But beware, they are hunters. The man for the big moments this season. Lurking for easy prey. And here's a dream of a strike. Marco Richter. FC SchalkeMerica versus FC Augsburg. Summer is coming to the Bundesliga. The days are longer. It inspires visions of future goals. Leipzig are ready.
So we're sitting here at halftime, 2-0. Dortmund is winning. Not the ideal start for us, but long game to go, 45 minutes left. So doing a live stream at the moment. So this season is not a normal season whatsoever. It wasn't even before this whole coronavirus thing. Bayern was down. It was very close up top. Anyone could win the league, but we weren't very exactly sure what to expect. And then this whole coronavirus thing happened and made it even that much crazier. So this season is far from normal, and I don't know if we'll see another. I know we won't see another Bundesliga season like this again. At least I hope not. At least this crazy with the coronavirus stuff. So, yeah. And then many people are wondering what's going to happen with if a player gives another player coronavirus, if they contracted somehow playing this match. And I know we're talking to many experts overseas about reporters about what's going to go down. What is the Bundesliga talking about? And the consensus is, at least in the Bundesliga, is that players will be quarantined for 10 to 14 days, not the teams. I know Dynamo Dresden started out with quarantining their entire team, but individual players will be quarantined, and that's kind of why they have the 5 substitutions for everybody. They want to make sure there's a heavy rotation, and if there is players that you're going to have to sit out for a bunch of games, they have plenty of substitutions they could use in the meantime. So it's going to be it's certainly interesting times. And Bundesliga is really going to be the leader for the rest of the leagues to show how it can be done. But the first couple of weeks is going to be the telling point, and I honestly am curious to see how it'll go. Hey, Jack, can you hear me?
I can. What's up, man?
Oh, sorry, I'm doing a video right now. Sorry. Let's see. All right, I'm back, and I'm going to put the camera back on. Boom, and we are back. C-Knife is asking the question, what do you reckon? What's Wagner's halftime speech? I was going to say you should call Domenico Tedesco and bring him in here, because whatever he said in the first game, in the 4-4 game, we need something similar to that effect.
Matandawan, let's go. And Bergstaller, I don't know about that. Did he dump Ramen after the first half?
Yeah, I got to look at that because I'm curious who he.
Oh, dang. So what is that? Is that Tedibo and Ramen both out? I'm assuming he brought on.
I assume Tedibo for sure.
Going to a 4-4-2 diamond.
Yep, Bergstaller for Tedibo and Matando for Rahman. You're right. So Bergstaller's going to lead up top, and I guess it's going to be 4-4-2 diamond. I think you called it.
Could be probably McKennie at the base.
Yeah. Let me get the Zoom call back in here while we're trying to do all this. Gotta find the. There it is.
Look how strong Holland is holding off.
Yeah. Oh, he's a beast.
Yeah, the guy's so good. Speed, strength, balance, intelligence, great off the ball movement.
I could not agree more with Doug. He says, and I'll pop it up here so everyone can see. Even though it's sloppy and frustrating, still happy to see our boys back on the pitch. It's true. It's been 2 months without any kind of football whatsoever, and so just to see somebody out there, even though it's not at ideal conditions, better than nothing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We just got to get almost under pressure from Matondo here and see what happens.
Yeah, both their center backs are much to be desired, and we need to do something about that.
Long ball FC incoming.
Oh, gosh. Bring in DeSanto.
As
The only times you've seen Kenny in this game is that the long balls that miss him over the top.
yeah.
There we go. Good movement. Oh. There you go. Come on, Matondo.
Come on, Robbie.
All right. Good possession. Good possession. Let me just try to pass it through your stomach.
Ooh. And here we go.
Shoot.
It's clean. What? Advantage? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Fucking.
Oh. What is Caligiuri doing? I'm going to pass it through Hummel's stomach.
And like, I'm sorry, but like, what is McKennie doing? Like, if McKennie had ran that entire distance instead of stopping because he thought Sané might win that ball, he probably has that covered. Like, I don't get it, man. It's a derby. Like, fucking run.
There's no passion in this at all whatsoever.
This is brutal, man. Like,
Doug, completely agree. That was a complete breakdown. Don't know what happened there, other than we stopped playing. That was. Oh. Hey, Berkseller's offsides. Berkseller's offsides. What do you know? I think Berkseller was off in the first half, and he wasn't even on the pitch. Jack. Come on, Robbie.
This is classic, like Schalke looking like a bottom table side right now.
Oh, oof.
How does Matondo like lose out to Delaney? Was that Delaney that just ran him down?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Oh.
There you go.
Better.
It's not bad.
It's better, but it's not a. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I want to go back to the C-Nice question because I'm curious. He asked, what do we think Wagner's halftime speech was? And I hope he said, play with some fucking passion, part of my French, but clearly that wasn't what was said because the boys haven't even come out yet with any kind of passion whatsoever. Hey, Steven. Welcome to the podcast. But yeah, I have no idea what Wagner would have said at halftime. I mean, I would hope to said, play with some passion, play for your fans, but maybe he didn't.
I don't know.
Maybe he said, Bergie's coming on. Don't worry, boys.
I don't think he was offside there. I mean, it's Bergstar, so it probably was, but I'm not convinced by that. Let's see.
Did you see Bergstar? I'm like, he's offside.
That reverse angle that when we were watching that live did not. Perception on that was weird.
Classic Bergstaller face. What? What are you talking about? Oh, this is not pretty, Jack. I am very tempted to grab a beer here.
Do it, man. Hey, man,
Jack.
if we can pull one back before the 60th minute, we can at least potentially make this a game for make it somewhat interesting and worth watching for the last 30.
Yeah, we need a goal here to just get a little momentum going. Make it interesting.
With 5 substitutes, if Katuchu's not on by the 65th minute, we riot.
Yeah, I agree. Oh.
Yeah, let's just have one from 35 yards. What was that?
You can't score without taking a shot, Jack. That's what Wayne Gretzky said. Delaney with a yellow.
Okay, Delaney's going to get the red. Let's go.
Oh, there you go. That's a good shout.
There we go.
Game turns on its head. We come back, win 4-3. I like it. I like this tracker, though. It's a good alternative than having nothing. Just us. At least you can see where the ball is being played. Yeah, you're right about that tracker. It is about 30 seconds ahead of us.
If we're going to lose the derby, I at least wish it was a great game of football so that we could all just come out of quarantine and have a fantastic spectacle to watch at least. And this is just such bad football.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what I expected. I mean, and as I said on Twitter at halftime, I don't want to be too hard on everybody because the circumstances that they're being asked to perform under, just to provide us all with entertainment is. And
it's such a big game to play your first game out from a 2-month hiatus, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to be too hard on these guys, but this is really bad.
I mean, a question for the listeners on this call. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, are you going to be hard on the boys considering the result, or are you giving them some leniency based on the 2-month hiatus and big first game? What are your thoughts? It's like a throw in or free kick here for Dortmund there. A lot of people on the call. That's good.
I don't know. I think there's still dusting off the cobwebs.
Yeah.
I can last 7 games taking somebody. I hope we have a good coach and something. Players that are in play. There's something that's missing.
I thought he was going to go for the Katuchu right there. Come on, Phil.
So Noah asked a diagnosis on what's going on wrong for a fan that just tuned in.
Well,
let you handle that.
In general, Schalke is being completely outclassed in pretty much every area of the pitch. Incredibly sloppy, first touches, really sloppy passing, brain dead defending, not tracking runs. I mean, it looks like a team that hasn't been thinking about football for a couple months, and because they probably haven't. And so, as I was just saying to Richard and everybody else on the stream, I don't want to be too hard on these guys because the circumstances under which they're being asked to perform it's more than they bargained for, I'm sure. And some of them might not even want to be out there and being put in this situation. So I'm trying to temper my criticism and trying to be compassionate to the situation these guys are in because they're out there playing an empty stadium, for our entertainment right now. But yeah, it's been worse than I expected it would be, and I expected it to be not good football, and it's been worse.
Pass it.
Oh God.
Oh, that's a shot on target there. Yeah, that's a good diagnosis. I think our defensively we are just not there at all. We look decent going up through midfield, and then once we cross that midfield point, the passes are not there. One touch passing is not at all. We causing terrible turnovers. On that second goal, Schubert made a terrible pass to Dortmund just on the inside of the halfway mark, and they turned it over and made a goal. So we look very rusty. Dortmund looks like they've been practicing for the last 2 months, a little bit more than we have.
I love all the Dortmund fans on Twitter being like, thanks Schalke to bringing back a sense of normalcy by being absolute garbage in the derby. And I'm like,
really? They can talk? They were.
Isn't it 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw in the last 5?
Yeah. You got it, Doug. No
Mike
problem.
Dortmund's won 5 in a row. They've won the exact same as Schalke have in the past 5. So calm down.
Doug says Berge got a shot on target, but nothing behind it. Hey, that's an improvement, right? At least he wasn't offside there.
Yeah. I just can't help but laugh when it's so bad.
Oh,
It's not good.
it is not.
Literally, the only thing that's going to save this day is if Phil Bonnie drops the Freakatuchu on the broadcast. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm banking for. I'll be fine. I'll be emotionally fine for the rest of my weekend if we get a little Freakatuchu on.
It sounds like a flare's going off in there. What the heck?
No, what's going on? Have you watched the entire game? Or you just hop on for the second half. Like you turn it on like the 50th minute. What's the deal?
Maybe it's a bit of he's hoping for good luck there. That maybe if he didn't watch the first half, Schalke would do better than what they're doing right now.
Noah's not a Schalke fan. Noah's a Gladbach fan.
Oh, is he?
I don't know.
He might be now.
53rd minute.
53rd minute. Oh, okay, gotcha. Die Hard.
Like, why is Caligiuri playing like central midfield?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
No one's running at all. Look at this.
Yeah, there's no off the ball movement from like any of the attackers. They're all just walking around.
I mean, if you want to know why we're not playing well, look at this right here, possession-wise. No one's moving the ball. No one's running around. They're just sitting around passing to each other, and you're making it easy for Dortmund. It's pretty obvious. Anyone who's played soccer before, played football, they know this.
Dude, Dortmund plays the counterattack like I do on FIFA because Haaland's just like camping, waiting for that like release, and they just play those through all the time. I love it.
And he's one of the fastest players in the league on the first 5 steps or something like that. I mean, he's just as fast as anybody else, which is crazy for a big man. I think Stefan told us that a couple days ago. We're not going to mention who he is, but oh man. Hey, it looks like Schalke players on the offensive end just walking around. All right, move around, boys. Move around. So stagnant. Oh, Kenny.
That is hilarious that we've both had 3 shots on target.
Yeah. One of them was Bergstaller. Look, Kenny's jogging back.
Caligiuri's jogging after that ball and then just turns around and plays a lazy pass to like no one is like. I get that you're 3-0 down. I get that you're probably fatigued and not, in tune. But some of this is just so lazy and so sloppy.
That was a fake pass that nobody back to himself for Serdar. Do something. Run the goal scoring play. Halon is just shrugging off people. There you go, McKennie.
Damn.
Keep it in. Laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing at McKinney's pass to Ochipka.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Not the most accurate, not something that Ochipka was expecting.
No. I don't think that was what McKinney was expecting, not to be honest.
Yeah, McKinney's been bad today too. He's playing better right now, and for part of the second half than he was for the first 30 minutes. But
yeah, oh, good pass. He better be offside.
He's off, or is he on?
He was on.
Yeah, getting scored on by Guerrero multiple times is
Jeez.
not how I wanted to start my Saturday.
No.
What just happened to my stream? There we go.
You're not missing much. Guerrero to Halon, back to Guerrero. He's good. He's on.
So Kenny starts that move in sort of like a center back position, right? He's not even wide, so he doesn't get wide to kind of stop that initial outlet pass or run. But then as he's standing in the box, he also doesn't defend that run from Guerrero. Just track somebody. No, I don't know about the exact timeline, but I think it's all pretty heavily regulated to make sure everyone's on the same page and following similar protocols. So, I don't know if people went back to training the exact same day, but I imagine there's a pretty heavy top-down approach right now in terms of what's being asked of every club. I'm sure they're all following very similar guidelines.
Yeah, and the only club that I know that it's kind of deviated slightly, and is Dynamo Dresden in the Zweite Bundesliga. They kind of self-quarantined their entire team just out of to be safe, and their season's gonna start a week or two late. So, yeah, Doug, they're all ball watching. All game long. Even when they have the ball on the offensive end, they're not moving around to create opportunities. And Dortmund are clearly doing that. They're just making it look easy against us. It's a training session for them. Schalke certainly seem rusty, not very smooth on the ball. Yeah, Chris, they don't look great at all at the moment. It just looks like Dortmund's there for practicing, honestly. Guerrero scored twice against us. What more do you want? Ugh.
Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's going to make tomorrow's podcast with Andy Wales interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's just unfortunate because you can't even really make the excuse of Schalke's had, less access to training facilities or had fewer practices. Yeah. It's not that. It's just that we're bad. Yeah. I'm sorry. We're just not good.
Yeah.
We haven't been basically since that Gladbach game to start off the Rückrunde. It's been pretty brutal since then.
I wonder what happened from that game onward that it changed so drastically. It was a completely different team after that Gladbach game. It's like we got cocky that we were going to win the Bundesliga or something and then stop playing. I don't know. And it's not like the teams have been figuring this out. It's just we've been doing it to ourselves. A lot of terrible mistakes.
Can we just get Robbie on the counter once? It's pretty. Ethan on Twitter just quote tweeted somebody. Some account just posted like it. Schalke benching Nubel, for pride purposes, probably isn't the best way for them to move forward for the rest of the season. And Ethan's like, yeah, the thing is that Nubel's not better though.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's not.
It's gonna be the same scoreline no matter who's in there.
They're pretty comparable players.
Yeah, trying to blame this solely on Schubert is irresponsible. Honestly, it's not his fault.
Yeah, and the mistake he
Maybe
made,
1 or 2 goals, but
the mistake he made for that second goal, like, yeah,
Right.
that's a bad play by him, but that wasn't even his fault entirely
Robbie.
because the defensive tracking on that was non-existent. There you go. That's what I want. We're down 4-0. Just play long balls to Matano. Let's go. Let's just go full shit house at this point. This is exactly what I didn't want to have happen with like more eyes on this game than ever before. Schalke just get blown out. I mean, I kind of figured it would, but
yeah. All these people jump on our bandwagon, and then they're like, "Did I make a wrong choice?"
yeah, it's not good.
A substitution. Youngster, I think Ballardi.
This is who a lot of Dortmund fans want to see.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't know how to. He's like, don't touch me.
Was he looking for the the hand slap, but they're not supposed to do that or something?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him
On the bench. Look what he's doing on the bench. It's funny.
It's like that's fucking funny.
We have to get something from this game.
Yeah.
It's not our team playing.
Oof.
It looks like everyone on the Zoom call, the room is getting darker and darker, it seems like.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
It's a foul. And here's your personal protective equipment.
Yep.
How come he doesn't get a Dortmund branded one? Everyone else is wearing one. He's got like the straight up hospital one. To nobody. Ooh. There you go, Kelly.
Robbie. Handball. Salif Sane.
Oh my god.
At least he's trying, I guess. Oh, they got that call.
All right, Caligiuri free kick incoming. Let's go. Yeah, no, whatever they handed to Delaney on the bench, that was some bullshit.
I'm with Doug. He says, since this game is completely off the rails anyway, why not free Katuchu? Let's see a goal here first, then we bring on Katuchu.
There's never a bad time to free Katuchu.
No.
That's the answer in almost every situation.
Oh, just missed McKinney.
You're ahead of me
And
right now on the stream by like 3 seconds.
the result hasn't changed.
Katuchu. Come on, Phil, just say it, man. Give Schalke Nation something to stand up and cheer
Yeah.
for.
Give us something. All right. A little bit better. All right. Oh, just missed a Chipka. Did you hear Phil? Phil says Schalke is social distancing themselves from the Dortmund goal.
Coronavirus jokes.
Nah. Yes, it is. They're like, it's funny because it's true on the Zoom call. I disagree. Schalke are playing bad. Defensively, we look shoddy. Offensively, that there.
Yeah, I mean,
there you go, Kenny. McKinney. Oh, it's a handball. Give him a red. Give him a red. Ben Johnson asks, is Katuchu like Betelgeuse? Say his name 3 times and he appears. Huh?
Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Beetlejuice. It is like Beetlejuice. It's too early in the morning, man. I can't even think right now.
Unfortunately, Ben, we have to say his name like 70 times to get him to appear once. It's not. I wish it was only 3 times. If I saved me a lot of tweeting.
Yeah.
And a lot of breath.
Alessandro Schoff is in.
Just what the game needs.
Slow the game down a little bit.
You know what? He might actually run though, which would be decent.
Yeah. Serdar off. Serdar had a pretty poor game. He probably worse.
McKinney started off bad, and McKinney's had some really bad moments, but Serdar's been
non-existent.
The worst player on the pitch.
Yeah, easily. Which
is unfortunate because he should be one of our 3 best players on any given match day.
Harit's been pretty quiet as well.
Yep.
He hasn't been as bad as Serdar. Sardar's been bad. He's been turning it over like crazy.
Harit hasn't been central enough because like Wagner started off with that 3-4-3 essentially where he has Harit kind of like top left, and he's just been isolated. All them.
They need to talk. There are 2 of our center backs or 2 of our players going for the ball at the same time. Nastasic and Ceane.
Where's Naldo when you need him?
Yeah, right.
Pop up with those headers, man. God, Naldo scored in both Revierderby derbys that season. What a legend.
I know.
Absolute club legend.
Someone tweeted out, I don't know if it was Schalke or who, but it said,
Berkshire, what is that? Like, I mean, Katuchu. We've only used 3 subs, right?
We've used 3 subs, yeah. They'll bring him on the 85th minute.
They fucking better not. God, the fact that it's Guerrero, though, with the brace is just causing me so much pain. I wish it was somebody else, of all people. And I'm not trying to hate on Guerrero, but just like, really, that's who you're going to let torch you? Rafael Guerrero, of all people?
Yeah. Looks like Miranda's coming in. For those following at home, that is not Katuchu.
Can you kick Zach Lukihans for that DeSanto comment? Don't post it on the screen. Don't highlight the comment.
Franco DeSanto. Come on, Zach.
I wish we could like enter specific terms that get muted so that no one can mention them in the chat. So like DeSanto.
You can do that on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Jack's had an aneurysm with the mention of Di Santo.
One sub left. Will it be our boy?
Yeah, Gregorich.
Dude.
They're gonna give Guerrero a hat trick.
The other thing is like Katuchu is a local kid who came up in the youth academy. This fixture has to mean more to him than almost any other player on this team.
Yeah, have you been watching his Instagrams? He's been posting nonstop passion stuff on there. I mean, he wants to be in this game, and
so it's just kind of like why wouldn't you give him a shot? Like you can see that there's a lack of interest from some of the players out there right now, or they've perhaps given up earlier than they would have normally under different circumstances. Get our boy on the pitch.
Right now, I bet you they're looking for Guerrero hat trick. This is what you want, Jack.
Yeah,
Di Santo is censored, swearing some.
Yeah. Here we go. And there, yeah, look at that. I mean, Bergstaller.
Doug, he is poking the tiger. Oh, maybe he'll come off with a no hat trick. Oh, that's Hazard. Never mind.
Schalke need to score. Dortmund need to make this 5 because I don't want to see the Schalke 0-4 joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. The only thing good about today so far, the only thing is the chat has been lively today. It's been fun. Other than that, the product on the pitch has just been horrendous.
Gotta love being down 4-0 and Dortmund bring on Jadon Sancho.
Rub salt into the wound.
Yeah. They do have such an embarrassment of riches in the attacking phase of the game. They have so much depth there.
Yeah.
I mean, Jadon Sancho's just coming on now in the 79th minute or whatever it is, and Gio Reyna was slated to start and it's not playing. And I mean,
all Schalke fans look like my dog right now. You can't see it, but he's passed out sleeping.
Noah dropping the good questions in there.
Let's see. Let's pop it up on the screen here. He says, has Schalke shown any ability to take losses like this and turn them into positive growth in the past? That's a good question.
Not really.
No. It tends to get worse. At least in the last recent years, this teams get worse when they lose.
Schalke don't normally lose to Dortmund this badly. They usually play Dortmund pretty tight, but we lose like this to Bayern all the fucking time.
Yeah.
We lose like this to Leipzig a lot.
This season we did, yeah.
We're just not good enough to go toe-to-toe with the top 4 or 5 teams usually all that often.
So an example, last year we lost I think 3-0 to Mainz, lost then 4-0 to Dusseldorf, and then 7-0 to Man City. It just progressively got worse.
Yeah.
But I mean, first game, let's see. I mean, who do we got next week?
We got blown out twice by Bayern this season. We split with Leipzig, right? Have we played Leipzig a second time? Yeah, we have.
Yeah, they killed us that game.
Yeah. So we split with Leipzig. We drew and then beat Gladbach, and we're about to draw and then lose to Dortmund. So it's a crapshoot, man. It's honestly shocking that we beat Gladbach and beat Leipzig this season, given how bad we are right now and how bad we have been basically since January.
Do we not have another game for a while after this? Next game is on May 24th against Augsburg. So, and then Dusseldorf and Bremen. So, and Union Berlin after that. So, I guess a little bit easier, but man, that's not a way you want to start the hiatus or the Rückrunde for a second time. Kenny looking for a chip go wide left. He goes and finds Miranda. Matano, get there. There you go. Get it. Nope, fell by himself.
Matano's at least putting an effort. He's running around.
Yeah.
Like Bergstaller hasn't put in the kind of pressing work that I would expect from him normally. And I'm using that term very loosely, obviously. But pressing.
Dortmund probably just content with keeping the 4 here, just to rub it in our faces even more.
Yeah, the scoreline has to change. I want Dortmund to score 5th, or I want Schalke to score 1.
Yeah.
I don't want Theo Fort.
I guess the only saving grace is that they're at home, so it's 4-0. How are the other scores doing today?
It was pretty low scoring at halftime. Like the Freiburg game was one of the only ones that I think had action in it. Oh, I'm wrong. Hertha Berlin.
What?
The Chaos Club up 3-0 on Hoffenheim right now.
Piontek get goals? Oh, hold on, just missed that.
No. Freiburg Leipzig's 1-1.
Okay.
And Augsburg Wolfsburg is also 1-1. Jedvaj goal for Augsburg. Wow. I'm very much looking forward to watching this Gladbach Frankfurt game at 11:30 and just kind of like unwinding and being able to watch some non-Schalke football.
I agree.
Katuchu.
Free Katuchu.
I have nothing else going for me in life. It's all I have.
Give me a second. I'm gonna grab something real quick.
Like
not like we're winning.
What is that? God, brutal. Doug. We figured that would have to happen given the circumstances and given the expansion of substitutes that they've implemented. But yeah, you would have just liked to see that happening earlier in the season, before those circumstances were in place. Because if you remember the previous edition of
There you go, Jack.
There you go. There's the free tissue. The previous edition of the Revierderby, like Schalke were actually, I thought, playing fairly well. They were very wasteful in front of goal, but they were creating chances and they were playing well. And then it became very apparent that they were just tiring. They couldn't keep up that level of intensity for 90 minutes. And David Wagner just watched that happen and refused to make any substitutes until the 80th minute for Katuchu and then the 85th for the rest of them.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Dortmund's bringing on, Julian Brandt, and they totally changed the game. And they got back into it the last 15 minutes, and we almost lost that. But I thought Schalke was the better team in that game for the most part. But David Wagner's just standing there watching his team disintegrate in front of his eyes and refuses to bring on fresh legs.
Doug's comment is a positive takeaway from today. Wagner used substitutions before the 80th minute. His choices, on the other hand, much to be desired. All right, hurry. Handball.
What is that?
If that was against us, it would have been a penalty.
What is that ball from Kenny though? Who?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why is that the idea that you have?
Come on, Robbie. Get in there. Oh, take a shot. He's not left-footed, is he? Oh.
Lucas Podolski making the Schalke 04 joke. You hate to see it.
Did he?
Yeah. Official Lucas Podolski.
What have you done in your club career, bro? Notice I said club. He's pretty good at the national team.
First yellow card for him in the Bundesliga. 150 minutes.
Hey, it is not. Is it Carl's?
Wow.
Jonas Carl's? Oh no, it's Becker. Is that our last substitution? Is that our fifth one, Jack?
Yeah, it's our fifth.
No Katucci, folks. We should just stop playing defense and let them score. Alex Moore asking, what's Schalke's financial situation in regards to purchasing Todibo? Our financial situation is really poor at the moment.
Yeah, Alex, our financial situation is if Barcelona wants to basically give him away for free, we'll buy him. And if not, he's going back to you at Barca.
Yeah, we won't be able to afford him, Todibo. I mean, Kenny, John Joe Kenny. We don't have funds for that kind of stuff. We would have to sell like Harit for like 70 million, and then maybe then we can purchase him. But that would be stupid at that part. Todibo did come out and say he did want to remain at Schalke. He enjoys his time there. He's acclimated well. Whether that'll have any kind of swaying with Barcelona to extend the loan, because that's the only way we can keep him for now.
Matano, come on. Mother. I mean, yeah, if Schalke could hold on to Todibo and Kabak for several years, I mean, that would obviously be a very good thing for us to get that kind of like young defensive stability. I think that's a very solid foundation, but I don't think that's likely to happen. I think Kabak's probably going to get purchased off of us within a year. And I think
need to put him. Is he on a contract?
Todibo and Miranda are both going to go back to Barca, or they're going to get sold elsewhere. We're not going to be able to afford them.
Miranda's definitely going out at the end of the season. Barcelona have recalled him back.
Come on, score. Schalke 1-4, not 0-4.
Hey, Harit versus three people. And he got a corner.
What is Becker doing? Like,
watching.
What is Harit doing? This is so bad.
Not much to talk about in this game, but I think the substitutions are something we're going to have to talk about tomorrow. The choices. Maybe not so much the lineup, but more so the choices of the substitutions.
Dude, fucking James Juke on Twitter being like, Nubel's better than Schubert, and no one can convince me otherwise. Well, I'm sorry that you have such a awful fucking take. And you refuse to hear any evidence to the contrary.
Yeah.
I mean, I can support that with data. I have on the podcast.
Yep. But there's no data to back that up. Because it's not true.
People see Schubert make a mistake and they're like, oh, he's terrible. And then they don't realize that the reason Schubert's in goal is because Nubel made those exact same mistakes earlier in the season.
Yeah. Well, the only positive side to all this is our stream worked today. And there's no lag, right? It worked. So I guess that's the only positive for today.
Richard, do you think that the free Katuchu movement is ultimately going to end in Katuchu leaving Schalke for free?
Oh, God, I hope not.
I hope not. In the chat.
Yeah. I don't think he'd go to Dortmund, but maybe he would to spite Schalke. Doug asks,
I don't understand Becker. Is he a center back? Is he a right back? What is he?
Who's that? Yep, there's the final.
That's great,
all, folks.
a great way to spend a couple hours this morning.
Yeah.
Jesus. Thanks,
scoreline.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all. Chris, thanks for the feedback. Doug, yeah, the situation would be far better if we had free transfers the last few years without free transfers, but what can you do, right? Thank you, folks, for who joined us on the live stream. That was glad you joined us. I'm glad the stream worked out. At least in the future, hopefully, it turns out better, right? Score wise. So, Jack, it's been fun hanging out.
Absolutely, sir.
All right, man.
Wish it was a little bit more fun, but what are we gonna do?
Well, everyone, at least it was early game. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. We will catch you with a podcast tomorrow with a special guest, Andy Wales, to talk all things Revierderby. Unfortunately, we'll talk Augsburg maybe more. All right, cheers, everybody.